The options market can be a confusing place. Sorting through the daily avalanche of data, alerts, updates, articles, and analysis to find the most important information is an overwhelming prospect. But now you have help. Welcome to the Options News Rundown, the only program that breaks through the noise to bring you the most important news and information from the world of options. Every day, we bring you the top 5 option stories curated by the options experts at theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by LevelTradingField.com, the online communication, research, and quantitative platform with the largest collection of financial tools for traders, including the innovative Bitcoin Market Predictor. The Bitcoin Market Predictor is a simple prediction game where 10 people place bets on the future price of Bitcoin, and the top 3 most accurate predictions wins. Sign up at LevelTradingField.com with promo code INSIDER. The Options News Rundown is also brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in options trading education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's Live Advantage Group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider. And now it's time to break through the noise. It's time for your Options News Rundown.
Good morning. Today is February 13th, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story today is from CNBC.com. Hospital supplier shares dive as Amazon reportedly is ramping up its medical supply business. Amazon is gearing up to launch a larger offering in the medical supplies business, the Wall Street Journal reported Tuesday. The revamped service will serve hospitals and clinics. The e-commerce giant is looking to expand its Amazon Business Marketplace to serve the healthcare industry, according to hospital executives, the Wall Street Journal said. Amazon Business already has a smaller offering of medical supplies. Shares of healthcare supplier and service companies McKesson Cardinal Health and Owens & Minor are all lower, more than 3% in Tuesday's pre-market session. The disruptive internet company made another move affecting the healthcare industry last month. Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway, and JP Morgan Chase announced a partnership on January 30th to cut health costs and improve services for employees. Our second story today is from investing.com. Cryptocurrencies undergo profit-taking after strong rebound. Cryptocurrencies were trading mostly lower across the board on Tuesday as traders took profit after the recent rebound in the last week and continued to evaluate developments with regard to regulation of the digital assets. As recently as Friday, the New Jersey Bureau of Securities said it banned Bitcoin-related investment BitsTrade from offering its product in New Jersey. We want to make sure that investors tempted to cash in on the cryptocurrency rage aren't being lured into sending funds to an anonymous internet entity without knowing where the funds are going or how they'll be used, said New Jersey Attorney General in announcing the emergency order against BitsTrade. According to the regulator, BitsTrade had been offering its product without a proper registration with the New Jersey government. Our third story today is a story that comes to us by way of CNBC.com. Investors cut bond market allocation to 20-year low amid fears of a crash. Fund managers have sliced their bond allocations to the lowest level in 20 years as fears grow that the sector poses the biggest threat to markets. Along with reducing their fixed income exposure, 60% of professional investors also say inflation and troubles overall in the bond market pose the biggest threat of a cross-asset crash, according to the February Bank of America Merrill Lynch Fund Manager Survey. Respondents say they've reduced their bond portfolios to a net 69% underweight, the lowest since the survey began 2 decades ago. The survey polled 196 panelists with $575 billion under assets, $1 billion in assets under management. Our next story here today is from investing.com, and it's the top 5 things to know in the market on Tuesday. First thing to know is world stocks remain on edge. The global stock market struggled for direction on Tuesday as investors remained on edge in the wake of last week's steep sell-off. Traders were looking ahead to Wednesday's U.S. inflation data as a key bellwether of what's next for markets. Prospects of higher inflation globally have rattled investors this month and have helped drive equity market falls. The second thing to know today is the yen hits a 5-month high against the dollar. The yen hit a 5-month high against the dollar on Tuesday, with the USD Japanese yen down 1.01% to 107.55 by 6 a.m. Eastern Time. A combination of recovery and risk appetite and elevated U.S. bond yields continue to drag on the dollar. Bond yields have risen amid investor fears that rising inflation could undermine the value of debt's fixed payments. The third thing to know today is oil rises. IEA says the global glut has shrunk dramatically. Oil prices rose on Tuesday as global stock markets stabilized after last week's rout. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude rose 18 cents or 0.3% to $59.45 per barrel, while Brent futures advanced 28% or 0.45% to $62.86 a barrel. Meanwhile, the International Energy Agency said that OPEC and its allies have almost achieved their goal of clearing an oil supply glut, but warned that their efforts could be offset by rising supplies from other producers, particularly the U.S. Fourth thing to know is Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies turn lower. The price of the digital currency Bitcoin, along with other major cryptocurrencies, fell on Tuesday. Bitcoin was last down around 3.6% at $8,480 on the Bitfinex exchange. And the fifth thing to know today in the market is UK inflation stays at an almost 6-year high. The pound touched the day's highs after data showing that UK inflation remained close to its highest level in 6 years in January, cementing expectations for a rate hike by the Bank of England in the coming months. The annual rate of inflation was unchanged at 3% in January, the Office for National Statistics reported. Economists had expected a reading of 2.9%. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, Tuesday, February 13th, 2018. Your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart, and have a great day.
The Options News Rundown is brought to you by LevelTradingField.com, the online communication, research, and quantitative platform with the largest collection of financial tools for traders, including the innovative Bitcoin Market Predictor. The Bitcoin Market Predictor is a simple prediction game where 10 people place bets on the future price of Bitcoin, and the top 3 most accurate predictions wins. Sign up at LevelTradingField.com with promo code INSIDER. The Options News Rundown is also brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in options trading education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's Live Advantage Group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.